Alright, so welcome back to another episode of Life of the Silvers in CSGO. I'm here with Skeeter, aka Skeet, because he's had to change his name multiple times. Anywho, I hope y'all enjoy the video, and it's a little bit different today. I have a really awesome story to tell y'all. It's about yesterday, April Fool's Day, and just my day throughout the day on April Fool's Day. It was pretty good. So let's get ready for story time. It's story time, guys. So I woke up and I wasn't going to go to school. I was like, I just don't want to go to school today. It's a half day. There's no point in going. Anyway, I was forced into going and got to school, and I heard about a prank that the teachers pulled on our principal. I didn't get all the details on it, but it wasn't that good, honestly. But some other pranks that were pulled was the principal got the teacher's daughter to steal her dad's keys. Her dad is the teacher, and she gave the keys to our principal, and she drove his truck from our parking lot to a store parking lot across the road from us, and he had no idea. I don't know how it turned out because I was gone. I didn't feel like staying until 3 o'clock when the teachers got out to find his reaction, but I'm sure he was shocked because his truck wasn't there. So that would have been pretty funny to see. Some other little pranks that we did were just like cars got I don't even know what the word is. Confettied, that's the word. And like they took that party confetti rolls or whatever they are and wrapped some trucks. A pretty funny prank that happened today was these two boys got their chain off their truck and chained two trucks together and put a lock on it so they couldn't get it off. And then they chained those chains to a light post and locked it, and then they left. They completely left the school, took the keys with them, and about halfway through the school day, they had to go out there with bolt cutters and cut the locks on the cars, or not on the cars, on the chains, so that they could, leave. So that was pretty funny. And now we're in lunch, and a kid jumps up on one of the lunch tables, starts waving an American flag, yelling, "Freedom, freedom." And then out of nowhere, speakers come on, and they're playing "Hit the Quan," and a bunch of people like have a flash mob, and they're hitting the Quan. I don't know. They're dancing to "Hit the Quan," hitting the Quan. I don't know what the pronunciation is. I've only heard the song like twice ever, but it was great, and that's about all that happened at school. So left the school, and I get a text from one of my old friend's mom. And a little bit of backstory before I get into this story. I met this girl, and I'm going to call her girl, privacy purposes. But, so I met girl at a youth group trip down at a beach a year ago. And we talked off and on for a little while. We lived 8 hours away, so we didn't really think we were going to see each other or anything. This past fall break, she came up and saw me. And when she came up and saw me, there was a guy, I'll call Guy, and Guy liked her, but she came up and saw me, and he knew that she liked me. So he's always been jealous of me and such. I don't know why. I've never had anyone jealous over me before, which I think is pretty cool. It's a nice feeling. So he's, jealous, and it's pretty funny. And then once she left from hanging out with me for the week, they started dating. And he's still jealous of me. But so time's gone on. It's now, and they're still dating. And her mom texted me and said that girl was playing a prank on guy, and she texted him and said that I was coming up to visit her, and he completely flipped out and he was like mad and stuff because he didn't want me to go up there. And her mom told me about it and said that she wanted me to text girl and tell her that I was coming up, and it would completely like freak her out because like she was joking about it, and then here I go saying I am. But then also to text Guy and tell him that I was coming up there and that I wanted to make sure it was okay with him. So that was really fun. But I texted Guy first. I was like, hey, this is Tyler, aka Damp Swanky. I didn't say Damp Swanky, but y'all get the point. And I was like, is it okay if I come up and see girl and her family? I haven't seen them in a while, and I would really like to catch up with them. I'm on the way up there this spring break on a campus visitation for a college up by where they live. And it took him like 30 minutes to reply. And he's like, I don't know if that's such a good idea. I'd like to be there when y'all hang out. I said, well, come on over. I don't care. I'll hang out with you too. It'd be nice to meet you. And he said that he probably could. And then for some reason, he tried to gloat about him being able to drive. And I found out that he's only been driving for a week now. And I've been driving a little bit longer than he has, and it's nothing special. So he was gloating about that for some odd reason. And I was like, alright, well, I would really like an answer because I haven't told girl yet because I don't want to get her hopes up. And he said, yeah, I guess that's fine. So then I texted girl and I was like, hey, I have a surprise for you. I'm coming up to town. I have a campus visitation up at one of the colleges around you. And I was wondering if we could go get dinner sometime while I'm there and hang out with your family. And at first she was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. And then she said, sure. So she was really shocked. So then I get a message from her mom again saying that she was completely freaked out and that it worked perfectly. And that, um, she was flipping out because I was there and she was worried about Guy getting mad. And then I get another text later, and it's a girl's mom, and she says that Guy is extremely pissed off, but not because of me coming, because of the way I asked him when I said I haven't told the girl yet because I don't want to disappoint her and like get her hopes up. He didn't like that because he knew that it was true that if I was coming up there, she'd be like happy, and if I couldn't go, she'd get her hopes up and she'd be sad that I didn't go and see her. But both of them completely flipped out. And then he asked me how I got his number, and I said that one of girl's friends gave it to me, but I wouldn't tell him what friend it was. So he was sitting there trying to figure out which one of her friends gave me his number. He texted her about it, and she started texting all of her friends, and her and all of her friends got in a big fight and were arguing and blaming each other. And it was really funny. And then like an hour passed, and I told him it was an April Fool's prank, and I wasn't really going up there. But it was really funny. And that's about all I have on my story. So, thank y'all for viewing. As always, it's been great to have y'all. And make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Share with all your friends. Tweet about it. Facebook about it. Do whatever with it. Just get it out there, guys. Thank y'all for viewing, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.